Knock knock, who's there? Well, it's Onomatopoeia, of course. Today, as always, I'm pleased to welcome you to the Quintillion Institute of Words About Words. Our teams of tireless researchers are always making exciting new rediscoveries, and I'm eager to share the buzz about their latest one with you. Its spelling notwithstanding, onomatopoeia is a fairly simple and straightforward word about words. It refers to words that sound like sounds. And that's a unique thing because words don't usually sound like what they mean. That is, there isn't an inherent connection between the sounds that a word makes and the things that they refer to. Thus, English the ocean and Portuguese o mar sound nothing alike even though they refer to the same thing. The sounds are arbitrary. Not so with onomatopoeia though. Words under this label are meant to sound like the things that they refer to. So an American rooster says cock-a-doodle-doo and a Brazilian one says cocorocó, and regardless of which language you speak, you're bound to hear the similarities between the two words and the sounds of roosters. Often, onomatopoeia isn't really an issue of creative innovation. Many common, unremarkable words sound like sounds. Words like boom, whoosh, sizzle, and slap. Sometimes you can create one all your own. You might describe the sound of your spinning hard drive as vwim, or vwum if it's running slowly. In general, though, invented onomatopoeia calls a great deal of attention to itself. So you might be better off just letting your hard drive whir so that picky pedants can't spend too much time criticizing your inaccurate sound design. But there's a much more exciting and, I think, useful form of onomatopoeia that I'd like to share with you today. Yes, you can just use words that sound like sounds in your writing, but what if you use the sounds of everyday run-of-the-mill words to achieve an onomatopoetic effect in your writing? In our report on alliteration and consonants, we shared this sentence. The ocean waves crashed on the coast, pushing silt inland and then washing it back to the depths. Here you have crash, which is an overt case of onomatopoeia, but you also have a series of sh and sounds that mimic the sound of the ocean, especially because they come and go, alternating through the sentence like waves advancing and receding. So onomatopoeia isn't limited to just using individual sound-imitating words. You can also achieve a more refined effect by imitating sounds in other ways. But it doesn't stop there. That is, you aren't limited to creating an onomatopoetic effect with just the sounds of letters. You can also use the rhythms of your sentences to create a particular effect. The orchestra's tones filled the hall with delight as everyone reveled and waltzed through the night. I'm sure you could pull off something more inventive, but the point remains. Here, the sentence is written with a pattern of one stressed syllable followed by two unstressed syllables, imitating the rhythm of the waltz it describes. The short of it is that there are multiple ways to make your writing sound like what you're writing about, and that's a tool that many writers overlook. So while it's true that most readers read silently, don't forget that all writing is language and all language is sound. So don't miss the powerful effect that sound can have for keeping your readers amused and engaged. So onomatopoeia isn't just the bane of spelling bees. Yes, used clumsily, it can make your writing sound like it's being played on a squeaky recorder, but use it thoughtfully, and it can provide just the kind of soundtrack that your readers will love. And that's all there is to it. Once again, I thank you on behalf of the Quintillion Institute for your time and attention. Before you go, I encourage you to get your keyboards clickety-clacking as you share your best onomatopoeia with us in the comments. It's always a pleasure to be with you, and we'll see you again soon.